So, Mayor McCallum, you talk about economic growth and so on, but Surrey has a very high poverty rate. We see that we've seen that through our own charity, the Adopt a School program, which has huge number of applications from Surrey, and I'm wondering what your council is doing in terms of poverty alleviation and also dealing with the other crisis beyond COVID, which is opioids.
On the one poverty, sort of maybe on a general basis, when I first got elected 2 years ago, or just on this term anyways, that's the one thing to me was the poverty, the homelessness, the housing situation in Surrey. It has been, and it hasn't been sort of looked at very extensively. 2 years ago, we looked at it very, very extensively. And we decided at the time that we would give that whole area, poverty, homelessness, housing, a high priority. And we've done that. I can, for example, we took our 6 town centers. We said we wanted to put in new modular homeless shelters in all 6 of our communities. We worked with BC Housing on it, and along with we have a lot of agencies in Surrey that deal with poverty and the homeless and so forth. And we wanted to work with all those, and we've done that. A lot more just in the recent 4 or 5 months, because we have rezoned quickly, by the way, 6 homeless shelters in Surrey. 3 of them are in construction in module style, which will only take a few months to build. One's in our city center that's just about finished and will be opening actually next week as a shelter. It has, I think, 40 beds in it. We have another one in Guildford that's just about finished construction. We have another one in Newton that the land's just been cleared yesterday, and the module building, which takes about 2 months to put up, will be built there. We have a site in Cloverdale, which we're going to start on, and we have a site in South Surrey. That's on the homeless end of it. On top of all that, the affordable housing for ones that can't afford rent or can't afford the type of rent that's around. Again, with BC Housing, we're building a very large one in Green Timbers. It's 6 stories. It's going to contain hundreds of units. That's 3/4 already built for that.
But is homelessness a priority for you? And then my other question, I know others have questions. So my other question on the opioid question, do you support decriminalization of drugs?
Well, at this time, I'm not going to get into what I believe. I think it's important to recognize what our community and what our council really, and we haven't talked about that at this stage. But what we have done is, you probably realize that our fire department has won all sorts of awards for dealing with it, as far as the crisis that's out there now, as far as maybe not just in that, but in drugs that are very bad for people, then they're dying and so forth. And they've been working as a team with social workers and with our police. We're trying to address it as best as we can, we're doing a good job. But it is a serious problem, and it doesn't, to be honest with you, it doesn't seem to be getting better, at least at this stage.
So you and your council have no position on decriminalization, and your new police chief does not have a position on decriminalization?
No, not at this time.
Thank you.